Hey everybody, this is Olivia Edwards.
And Grace Hager.
Here with the Big Screen Review. Today we're going to be talking about everything we think is wrong with the Kissing Booth. So, I'm going to ask Grace, if you had to sum up the movie in one word, what word would you choose?
Well, probably just wow. Period. Just lowercase wow.
I agree with that. I think everything about the movie was just wow.
Yeah.
We have the acting, which...
It was... Yeah.
There's a way to improve. No shade, but, like, it wasn't the best acting.
No, it wasn't. No, it really wasn't.
And the plot's kind of lame.
Yeah.
It's kind of predictable.
No hate to the book.
No hate to the book. I'm sure it would have been a great book. I'd never read the book.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have been great as a book, but as a novel, as a movie, it just didn't really work out.
There are just some books that should not become movies.
I agree with that. So the movie starts with an intro on these characters. The main character is a girl named Elle, and she has a best friend named Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lee has an older brother named Noah, who Elle kind of wants to date.
Yeah.
But she can't date him because Elle and Lee came up with this rule called Rule Number 9.
They have a whole list of rules, and the main, rule throughout the movie is, Rule Number 9.
Rule number 9 is that best friends' relatives are off limits to date. So, it's the forbidden love story where she can't have Noah.
So, yeah, then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much sums up the movie.
Yeah. It kind of just stops right there. That's the whole movie. Okay,
yeah.
Goodbye. No, just kidding. So, on the first day of school, Elle's just casually getting ready for school, and then out of nowhere, she just rips her pants.
Yeah, just out of nowhere,
So she has to wear her old...
9th grade skirt when she's a junior.
Right, she has to wear her 9th grade skirt to school, and they have uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
So it's too small for her, and she's wearing, granny panties with it.
Yeah.
So this guy named Tuppen, harasses her. And then Noah comes in and freaking tackles this guy.
Where did he even come from?
I don't know. And then in detention, Tuppen wears Elle's jersey and skirt, so he gets to go on a date with her.
Tuppen got her number.
Right, and then they set up a date, but Tuppen stands her up because Noah told him.
Noah told, every guy in the school not to go after Elle for some reason.
Also, who would, no offense to Elle, but who would want to go after her? Because she's never kissed anybody. No. She's never been in a real relationship. So why are so many people wanting to be with her? Mm-hmm. So the next day in student council, Elle and Lee decide to do a kissing booth as a fundraiser.
How would the school allow that? Because I don't think most schools would be like, sure, that's okay.
Right. Diseases, question mark?
LGBTQ community, question mark?
What if a girl wants to kiss a girl, and then the school would have to tell them no?
Yeah.
And then they'd get some nasty parent emails.
Yeah, there'd be some issues.
There'd be some people who want to test the limits of the kissing booth, which it's only supposed to be a little peck, but they have complete makeout sessions.
Yeah. No one follows any of the rules anyway.
Right. And to add to Noah's character, he drives a motorcycle to school, and he's, 18?
About, yeah.
Yeah, what parent lets their 18-year-old drive a motorcycle full-time instead of having a car?
Yeah. I don't know.
This baffles me. I would never... just give an 18-year-old a motorcycle.
No, they're too irresponsible.
Looking at the people at Millard West, I don't feel comfortable with most of these people having motorcycles.
Yeah, same.
And then, so Elle has to recruit some popular people to do her kissing booth. Which
takes what? Also, so she had to text the whole school, who actually has the entire school's phone numbers.
Right.
Just to text them. I feel like that happens in a lot of movies where, a girl or, a guy texts, the entire school, with one text. I'm
with, one chain email. But, so they recruit some popular girls, and then she wants to get Noah. So
she's pretty much told everyone Noah will be doing the kissing booth.
Right. And so after he turns her down, she gets drunk at a party.
Yes. I love how that's the turn of events.
I know.
I have to agree.
They're not really realistic events either.
They're all just very, yeah.
They're very, book plot points,
It just should have stayed a book, because, in a book, it would make sense because, oh, it's a book.
Right, and you can see, the characters' feelings instead of this cheesy monologue that they have the entire
Yeah.
movie. It's just Elle, like, talking to herself, voiceovers of her just, like, walking through the street.
Yeah, it's a lot of her thoughts.
Yeah.
It doesn't work with a movie, I would think.
No.
It's better I would feel like it's better as a book.
Yep. So after the party, she wakes up in Noah's room.
Yeah.
And she's freaked out because she realizes she's in her underwear.
Yeah, and just with his shirt on, and she kind of freaks out.
Apparently she threw up on her dress even though she wasn't wearing her dress at the party.
No.
And then when the kissing booth finally happens, Elle's set up to kiss the nerdy kid because the popular girl doesn't want to kiss him. So she's like, "Hey, I have a surprise
it's my
for
ex.
you." Yeah.
Like, we're besties, like, you know.
And so she accidentally ends up kissing Noah instead. This works because the people are blindfolded.
Yeah.
So she ends up kissing Noah. And the whole school stops to applaud. Like, why?
And the whole spinny camera happens, and it's just too cheesy.
No, the best part is after that. I mentioned the cheesy monologue. Elle says, "As I ran home, I wonder if my kiss meant anything to Noah." Like, that's A, the cheesiest thing ever, and B, she's fake running like people do in gym class.
Yeah, it's just it's just really bad.
She's just moving her arms. She's not moving her legs. She's like walking with her legs, but like
running-ish with her arms.
I don't understand. I honestly thought that was the funniest part of the movie.
Yeah. My favorite part was when they were talking about the kissing booth in student council, and Lee goes, "You have an accent."
Good times. And then skipping to the motorcycle scene where he wants to take her home from the kissing booth, and then it just starts raining out of nowhere. It's like barely misting.
Yeah.
And then
He
Noah
screams, "It's too dangerous."
"We have to pull over."
And they pull over in the most convenient spot by a gazebo.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
where are there just gazebos?
No, like, gas station. No, like, tourists. I don't know.
A gazebo in the middle of a field.
And then they just kiss out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's 6'4". She's 5'4".
It's a little bit of a height difference.
Yeah, he's like at a full 90-degree angle just trying to kiss her.
Whenever you're trying to kiss her, it's just full bends over. I'm like, okay.
And then some security guard interrupts them and tells him to stop bringing girls there, so Elle runs off.
Elle gets very offended by that.
And then they just make up and go to the Hollywood sign together
Yeah.
and talk about their lives. Which, the movie is just like back and forth. Like, do they like each other? Do they hate each other?
It's very confusing, and it's just not good.
And the rest of the movie is Elle just kind of wanting Noah.
Yeah.
And Noah wants Elle, but they can't let Lee find out.
They can't let anyone find out in the
Right.
school. Like, they try super hard.
And then Lee hates her for like the next solid 20 minutes of the movie, which I found very boring and cheesy.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of make up because always be happy for your bestie successes. So Elle goes to prom and Noah just kind of shows up to surprise her.
Because in, like, the Hall of Memory things, they recreated the kissing booth.
Yep.
So then Lee and then his girlfriend go up and reenact their scene. And then Noah pops out.
I want to make the point that Elle's hair and makeup, no offense to her, no offense to like the makeup directors, but oh my goodness, girl. Oh my goodness. Just wow.
Just wow.
Just wow.
Just wow. That's all.
Going back to the theme of the movie, just
Wow.
So I didn't really like the movie. It's cheesy. I don't like the wanting the forbidden best friend's brother, and then it's not fair that she can't get him.
Yeah.
The entire movie is just like blah 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 blah. She's chasing after him.
Can I also make the point is that at the end of the movie, when Noah leaves, she gets his motorcycle. You had to get a special permit to drive a motorcycle. So, like,
this works because Noah's going off to college. So Elle can only get his motorcycle because Noah goes off to Harvard.
Harvard,
Which, okay, that was random.
I mean, like, Harvard, like, probably wouldn't want a guy who gets in a lot of fights at their school. So, like, it was just kind of a random, like, oh, we'll talk about Harvard.
So, yeah, it was a wow movie.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah,
I
it is.
hate to say it, but it was bad.
They're making a second one, and I have no idea what that one's going to be about.
Probably worse.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah.
But am I going to watch it? Yeah, probably.
Wow.
Wow.
This has been Olivia Edwards
and Grace Hager
here with the Big Screen Review.